You feel like when are they done out of the oven? You're like they're out of college. They got their plastic surgery done.
He's like, what
they
you want to do is insert the toothpick into the cupcake.
We're not microwaving the girls. We're just talking about like when are they at
They're
their
prime.
peak?
I would assume
They're prime.
There's a lot that goes into my answer.
Well,
yes,
great.
I know how to do that. Okay.
You know how to do that. You can slide into a girl's DM.
The best way, don't just slide into her DMs, comment on one of her stories. That's the best way to start conversation with a girl on Instagram. It's the best. Because when you message
accidental slide or
but you're going right for the good stuff. We need foreplay. We need a little dance. I need a like.
So much harder if you just look at her page and then just do like, I call it cold approach, but I don't know, social media version of a cold approach.
Social media cold approach?
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like you're just messaging me, what do you want? How many followers do you have? I'm judging you right off the bat looking at your pictures. DM. Instead, it's like, oh my God, I've been there before. Oh my God, I want to go there. Or like, oh, like I get FOMO or something. You're posting something.
The best way to do it is to just gently stumble into the DMs, or as I like to call it, the slip and slide.
It should be a dance in the DMs, a salsa DM.
And don't let it be like hard eyes. That's so cringe.
Oh my God, what is this strategy?
Don't let the story comment just be like hard eyes or like fire emoji.
You guys commenting fire emoji, heart eye emoji.
Oh God,
just you are a princess. Like, when is this?
It's the same thing as catcalling a girl, like, or honking your horn at her.
Yeah, like it's a horn honk.
Yeah,
so bad.
You're going ooga ooga.
I want to know who taught this or what they're.
Unless you guys already had conversation, you could do like a fire emoji, but like don't make it common.
When have I ever just put a fire emoji?
Well, like you also have things to say though.
Correct.
I mean, yeah.
They should have things to say.
Yeah.
I always like to find something negative, like if a girl posts an intent. Back in the day, if a girl posts like an intentional thirst trap, I'd be like, your room's pretty dirty. I'd be like, you might want to clean your glass.
Find the flaw.
Yeah, of course.
Just really make her, second guess her self-esteem all around.
Be like, was this meant for your grandmother?
Yeah. These poor girls are like putting stuff out there. Like, I want to see what the internet thinks of me today. It's like, your shit's weak. Your room's dirty.
I just can't support the intentional like thought behavior. Like, I can't do it.
Like, your father never loved you. Like, oh my God. I mean, I look at it for what it is. I think like these girls are posting out for validation. I want to comment and find the worst performing posts or stories, the things that aren't thirst traps. I'm never going to
really go into the archive, get creepy, be like, oh, this post from 6 months ago didn't do so hot.
No, I'm way creepier than that. I wait for my moment. I'll just keep stalking until I find just the right moment. But yeah, never go back to the archive. Don't go years back. I've seen the guys do that, they'll like something from like 8 months ago. And
oh my gosh.
What is happening?
The funniest thing, it's so awkward, is when someone's looking at your page and then they don't like anything, but then they like something from like months or years ago. It's like, I know you were stalking, you accidentally liked it. Awkward.
I like to just try to figure out first and last name, then Google, find mailing address, send them a nice handwritten letter.
Absolutely.
Not creepy at all.
This goes back to what I was saying. I've always said Hitch is the creepiest dating movie
most
of all time.
Romantic movies are creepy.
But like this guy meets a girl in a bar. I don't even know if he got her name. Didn't get her number for sure. And then fast forward, he's sending her scuba.
No, he does. He gets her first and last name.
Okay, but does he get her phone number? I don't believe he got her number.
No.
She turned him down. So then he finds out where she works. Right. Sends a delivery guy to where she works.
Classic PI.
Yeah, like that's creepy. But everybody's like, you get her, Will Smith. You're the best. Oh, I wish a guy did that to me. No, you don't. No girl wishes a guy did that to her. That would be like danger galore.
Just send her a bathrobe. Be like, looks like from the window you don't have one.
Oh my God.
Oh so my God. And then people are wondering like why so many guys out there are still virgins. So I heard
there's got to be an Instagram video that guys have to watch when they first download it. Hi, welcome to Instagram.
Like a training guide.
Yeah, here's how to slide into the DMs.
That would help because I heard a very shocking stat. I hope this is true. I don't know if I hope this is true or not, but I heard this somewhere. Fact check me, internet. But
Brent, get on it.
Yeah, Brent's on. Producer's on it. In 2008, so like
that was a while ago.
That was a while ago. 2008. The amount, yes.
That's like 16 years ago.
Oh my God, the heart.
Jeez.
So in 2008, shut up. She's like, I'm not even alive.
I was 8. That's so long ago.
So long. 2008, barely remember it. The amount of virgins of men under the age of 30 was 8%.
Well, I mean, you were contributing.
I was helping. Yeah, I was trying to do what I can for the cause. Now
it was 8%.
8% in 2008. Okay. What do you think it is now? The amount of men virgins under the age of 30. They can't Google.
Can I guess too?
No Google. Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna guess.
You're on the show.
I'm gonna guess 5%.
So you think it went down? You think it got better?
Oh wait, percent of virgins.
I think it
Percent of America.
I think it went up significantly because people
Virgin.
lost social skills. So I'm gonna say it went from 8 to 17%.
Oh my god.
What are there? The amount of virgins. If you pull 100 men under the age of 30, 18 to 30, because you're not, asking minors. Like, what's how many are virgins? What percent?
My initial, I don't know. I'm gonna go with 10.
Oh yeah, I thought you said it went down.
I said it went down. He's like, you're wrong. Guess
Stick
again.
to what you think.
Like, guys out there are fucking more than ever. This is awesome.
Okay, you told me to change my initial answer. I'm gonna go with 10%.
10, 17. Final answer?
Yeah.
27.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That means
I'm so sorry.
4 random guys on the street under the age of 30, one of them is
You
a
have
virgin.
not yet lived.
Yeah, one of the, like, that's mind-boggling. And what I think it comes down to is more abundance than ironically, more abundance than ever leads to further guys getting chosen. And
It's because of social media.
You don't think it's because people are confused about what gender somebody actually is, whether to approach
Oh
them?
my god.
they don't know the pronoun. I can't get with a girl if I don't know if she's a girl. What is a woman?
What's really under the skirt? Like they don't know.
You don't know.
It's just out of fear that they're virgins. Better to stay.
I think that's literally the definition of transphobe. It's just a fear of what's under the skirt.
It's a nice trans joke. It'll change in a little bit. Don't worry.
Yeah, Give this podcast another 10 years. That joke will come right back around. No, but like that's a shocking thing for
I
me.
feel like it's probably because for her to make a guess, all the women want the same men.
Yes, that's what I'm leaning towards.
I think it's because less and less guys know how to do anything other than sit behind a keyboard.
That too. But I think the majority of the problem is because even if the guys are behind, yes, but I'm leaning more towards what Anna said because even if guys know what to do behind a keyboard or their phone or a dating app, the problem is women now compared to 2008, they're getting exposed to just better and better men, the higher status men. It's all on social media, except you. It's all on their Instagram. It's all on dating apps.
If you're a decent looking girl posting like decent thirst traps these days, like you're gonna get flown out somewhere.
Yes. And
100%.
And so that's like contributing. They're just like, I can do better. I'm a 6, but I can do better than 10. And not to go red pill with it, because I've heard this topic a million times in the red pill shit.
Red pill. I get red pill.
But it is a contributing factor. But here's my counter. Here's my little, the Jared old spin. And that is, you're only compared to your competition, and your competition sucks. Guys like now really suck. So when you're not dialing this in, and it's not about getting the Lambo or getting the 6-pack, these help, obviously, but it's like, just don't be a heart eye emoji guy on people's...
So how in detail do you get in your program with this? Like, do you have a slip and DM slide program? And if you don't, you should have one. Because you, like, I feel like...
Roundabout, yeah.
But I feel like there's like, we talked about this the other day. There's like too much assumption that guys these days like know anything. So like, I feel like you need to go like, this is directly how to treat a girl that you like on social media. Do not heart eye emoji. Correct. Do not, comment fucking the peach emoji.
Do not only post pictures of your dog.
But even beyond that, even like beyond getting, even beyond getting your own social media, like here's how to go get this girl.
So Anna's doing social media, Instagram coaching once a week. So basically,
you do online dating once a week.
I do online dating and texting. So I guess what you're talking about is more so make the Instagram look nice. We have Anna doing a review and checking out their Instagrams every single week. I'm teaching them the texting strategies.
You need like protocol though before you even get to the texting of like more than do's. You need a big don't list.
And one of the best things that you can do for like instant wins is post cool things on your story to make women get FOMO or even want to comment on your
That's
story.
the biggest thing. It's like, I don't care how good your sliding is, your DMing, your slip and slide.
Yeah, but you can actually
if your shit is, if your pictures are god awful, and I'm not talking about like you being god awful, like ugly or whatever. I'm just talking about like, I swear to God, okay, today, this happened literally today. The guy had the audacity to come to my class and be like, I dialed in my Instagram or my online dating photos.
And it was a joke.
He go, it's really good. I'm like, I don't think it's good. He goes, I'm not getting any matches, but my pictures are really good. And I'm like, if you're not getting matches, I think they're really bad. I think their pictures suck. He's like, no, he's arguing with me. And I'm like, pull up your pictures. Let's go. Everyone sucked. So it just shows the like.
Shout out to you, big guy.
I'm not going to say names, but it just shows like the audacity, the delusion. These guys think, I'm like, this picture is too far away. You're wearing like winter ski clothing almost or whatever. You're in a sea full of people. This picture's too close. This is too far. You're wearing glasses. Put on some contacts. Like nothing made sense or rhyme and reason.
It's all the like triangle of truth, right? Like, yeah, sure. If one's not dialed in, the other fails, and it gets disconnected.
It starts with.
I agree.
Can't help your texting.
I agree.
When your pictures aren't dialed in.
Even if you get that all dialed in, you can't just be like release into the wild. Like these guys need their handheld.
Correct, but it's better. For instance, and this is how I explain it, right?
Of course, it's better. Like
it's not going to just help your matching and girls following you or matching online. It's going to help your texting directly because if you match with a hot girl online, all right, you're going to put more effort into messaging her and dealing with her LOLs and bullshit,
of course,
than you would like, nice petunia over there, like whatever the fuck that you match with, who's like, I was drunk, I matched with her, whatever.
Okay.
Like, you're going to put more effort in.
Right.
So when your pictures are out in, these women are going to put more effort in to the interaction.
Absolutely.
Your texting goes up.
The way that your Instagram is set up is your Instagram fashion, right? If you're dressed well and you present yourself nice, like you're always going to be received better. But that at the end of the day, if you look nice and you're strutting your stuff and you walk up to a girl on Instagram and you go hard eyes emoji it all crumbles. So I'm agreeing with you.
Code approach.
I'm agreeing with you.
If you're a good-looking guy, tall, well-dressed, everything's groomed, you're like,
step one.
So, like,
step one.
Honestly, you could use the same openers that we teach the guys in person online.
But no, I'm saying if a guy could be really good-looking, really tall, exactly what you're saying on social media, but like this is a cold approach, and he's like, so you come here often? It's like,
but like
I have such hopes for you.
But there's still like just so much protocol of like, I don't know if it still is, but when I was on Instagram, like if you looked, you could see all the stuff the guys are liking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you have your guys on there that are liking video game, ass, video game, tits, video game, ass.
Wait,
video
you can
game,
see
tits.
other
I think they
people?
removed
Yeah, you
that.
can see other people's. Or
No, maybe.
They removed that.
the last time I was on Instagram, producer fact-checked me.
They removed it.
They removed
They removed it. Okay.
It literally caused fights.
like that's stalkery, creepy. Exactly.
I'm just giving you an example of protocol. Like, I'm guessing if they're scrolling through their friends or whatever.
You know what you can do? You can check someone, go on their explore page, and to see if everything's like big tit.
That's
pop
what
up
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
If I'm a girl, first thing I would do with a guy I meet, I would look at his
That's
explore page.
literally what I'm saying.
But they can't do that unless you have their phone and you're going on their account.
No, I'm pretty sure you can see what somebody else liked.
No, they did that.
I mean, you can see who they follow.
It's either they follow, but not. But they're liking.
I'm just giving an example of like
Although if they like a post and you look at a post, you can see person and others. So that would be the only way. So
But you'd have to see that post.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
no,
if you
you're
both,
looking at the same
if
thing.
you're following him and he's following you, it's more likely that stuff that he likes will pop up on your page, and it's gonna test it and see if you like.
I'm just giving an example of not releasing these guys into the wild. So like,
Brandon, let's not release them in the wild. Talk protocol to me because the attraction ladder I'm done asking you about. So let's go.
You're asking the wrong person because we have Instagram expert Anna and we have
I know what I would do,
dating
but I'm
coach.
curious.
We have dating coach here. I'm just saying, I think that there's like a 10% level of assumption still there, and like you've got to like get them the whole way. Like we talked after an episode a couple weeks ago, and it was like we were talking about perfect date, right? For example, and we were like, here's the perfect spot to initiate a kiss, and when Halbert gave his fucking
Oh God,
Bathroom
seismic.
kiss?
yeah, he gave his peck and piss or whatever he did move when he goes to the bathroom.
Shit and kiss.
But we were assuming that the guys like know how much tongue to use on like a first kiss or like how long it should last, and like I think that they have no fucking idea.
How much tongue should a guy use on a
First kiss?
Yeah.
Not a lot of tongue.
No, not a lot of
So
tongue.
gross.
Right. So like
If anything, you could get like use kiss more and then you a little bit, see how she reacts and just pull away.
like a little, it's almost a little bit like romantic peckish, right?
Yeah.
And so like you got to tell your students that of like,
If they just start shoving their tongue down our
Right.
throat first kiss,
Right.
we're just like they just want to fuck.
so you got to tell your students.
I wish
like,
I could tell 12-year-old me on that first kiss. It was all tongue.
Yeah.
In my defense, she was sticking her tongue down my throat. She didn't know what the fuck she's doing either.
But you got to tell your students, hey, first kiss, error on the side of too little tongue.
What does it mean when your first kiss is with a girl who
this is-
shoves her tongue
Here we
down
go.
your throat and later on you find out she's a lesbian.
There's some sort of trauma there that I'm not licensed to really dissect.
I have such weird. I looked into so many of my exes that turned out to become like full-fledged lesbians.
You're like, I don't know what happened. The first time I kissed a girl, she shoved her tongue down my throat. Now I'm watching snake porn. Like, I just don't understand what's happening.
Statistically speaking, I have like
I was the only one to go for Lizzie and Lindsay.
They didn't want to go to men anymore.
I'm so good.
You're so toxic.
Wait, what did I miss?
I like you go one of two ways. Like I have like some weird stat, like 20% of my exes.
All of his
ended up
exes
becoming
turned
full
lesbian. I'm like,
Yeah,
you like them.
Yeah, it's not a reflection of your sexual ability at all. I'm sure it's fine.
Maybe I'm so good they just can't. They just like
They're like,
give
I
up
could
it.
never go back to that.
Yeah.
This is the climax.
It's really good or really bad. I don't know how to, or like or maybe
Which
I'm
one do
picking
you
them.
think?
I don't know. It's just so weird. It's a conundrum.
I had a good luck Chuck thing for a while.
So yeah,
Yeah, I had a big 2 years of if you held my hand, you were gonna get married.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, the good luck Chuck syndrome
Really weird.
is every time my good luck Chuck syndrome in the movie, it's every time he sleeps with a girl. Mine was every time I dated her. Every time I made a girl my girlfriend, and then we broke. Don't get ideas. And then we broke up. She ended up the next guy.
Cash in, Anna. Yeah, mine was just even if I had a fling, it was that person met their soulmate and stayed with them for a long time.
So weird.
Kids, the whole thing.
Yeah, I had that same exact issue.
What does that say about me? They're like, I'm so scarred from Brandon. I just want somebody safe,
Anything.
and I'm staying with him.
Yeah, I'll take anything after that and just lock it down, be done.
Yeah. Yikes.
How often do you feel like women have a hard time committing versus guys? Would you say?
I feel like a lot of women don't want to commit because they want someone so perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I had a
And
guy.
it's also, sorry to interrupt, it's harder for women because it's if we actually want someone long term, that means we want to marry you and have kids. So it's really we think long and hard about this. We're well, our parents,
Very, very different opinions, depending on what side of 30 you're on.
Yeah.
If you're under 30, you're 6'3", makes $500,000 a year, pleases me sexually on the daily. And then if you're even approaching 30, you're not too much asthma, 5'8", 5'7".
No, I think they're still skewed. I think women over 30 are
College
still.
football polos at barbecues.
I wish. I think women over 30 are still skewed. They know they're not getting what they want, but they're still holding on to hope or whatever.
Depends.
I just.
what does that say
The
about
single
me?
ones are, but
You're in your own prime. You're going to be 24 soon. I think that's literally 24 for a woman.
Oh, here, great
and
topic.
35 for a guy. It's peak dating market value.
Brent, block out your calendar. We're doing another hour. What is women's peak?
Women's peak? I mean,
you're
you just
peak.
told me it's 24.
No, not what Jarrett said. What do you
do
think
you feel?
a woman's peak range is? You could say 24 to 28,
Yeah.
24 to infinity if you want to empower the women.
I feel honestly, 26 to 28 because most girls start college at 18, right? And the longest you're in is 4 to 6 years. So I would assume by then
This is
you're
becoming
done
a
with
real math
school.
problem.
You're done with school, you're
You're
over the
half of
awkward
your student
phase.
loans are paid off, so
Yeah, so you're not really stressed now. You're just kind of out there. You really know what you want to look like by then. If you wanted to get plastic surgery, you probably did by now.
all right, that's one answer. Jarrett.
I feel like you're not getting you feel like when are they done out of the oven? You're they're out of college. They got the plastic surgery done.
He's like, what
they
you want
got
to do is
their-
insert
one
the
is-
toothpick
Yeah,
into the cupcake. if
We're not
it's still
microwaving the girls. We're just talking about when are they at
They're
their peak?
prime. I would assume
prime.
there's a lot that goes into my answer, so I would assume 28.
It's whenever you've reached a certain amount of listens of Shania Twain.
See, this is the this is the issue. The girls are all right, when they're 28 and they're about to be used up, boom. That's what.
I, for the record, I did not say used up.
I'm
Jarrett.
sorry, but guys,
What's the prime age? Is it 24?
I think 24, but guys don't want
So
to
what
date
Jarrett's saying
women.
is you're just trash right now.
No, I'm saying she's prime.
She's not 24.
She's about to be in a month.
She's about to be prime. So what's she now? What's she now? He's untouchable.
When you buy the banana, you don't get it when it's ripe. You get it right before to give it time.
So you've been just dealing with
want
her
to
up to
mold
this
it.
point?
I bought the banana early. I'm very happy.
You
with my
didn't
purchase.
buy shit.
Jesus. Oh, so he's renting.
I got
You
it
didn't
right.
buy shit.
He's renting the banana, much like all the lesbians that Jarrett
No,
turned.
this is. As long as she's trying to be a lesbian, I'm hoping this is an ownership.
I mean, you got a
He
1 in
turns
5
bananas
shot.
into apples.
and when it goes bad, you make banana bread. Then she's gonna be making banana
I do
bread.
love banana bread.
Banana bread is the shit.
So Anna, looking forward to 4 years from now hitting your prime.
I can't help it if I'm a Leo-sexual, all right? Like, that's my identity. Don't you shame me.
Sounds like you're a lesbosexual.
Wow.
I mean, like,
Your conversion rate is incredible.
Okay, so like, what do you consider a woman in her prime? Do you consider a woman that's unemployed, unsure, like
I
more
don't even
like
think you're
all
a
over the
woman until you're
place?
25. You're still a girl.
That's a little ridiculous. I mean, I think
He's like, it's
21.
a little ridiculous, but I see where you're coming.
No, 21. I don't like the legal age 18.
After
I
you're
get,
a
but
teen,
that's
you're like a woman, right?
I think like when you're 25,
I think 21.
20 means
by the
woman.
time you're
Usually when you
25,
when
you've
you have
like
your
settled
first
on a
bleed, you're a
hairstyle.
woman.
You like know where you're going and what you're doing. Like
So
until 25, you're in flux.
You believe with the rent-a-car industry. Like, you're just like, you have to be
I think you have
25.
to be
That's wrong.
20.
yeah,
Right,
because you
about
know,
that.
you at least know like how to use a GPS properly.
I'm like, if you can be old enough to go in a bar and drink, you're 21.
I gave it grace. I said 28 because we're unsure of careers and
I
like.
think until you're 25, you're not like locked into your opinions, like I said, or your hairstyles, or your like whole persona. 25 is when girls start to lock it in.
But do guys
Like you
want,
could have a bob in 2 years.
but
and
do
that's
guys
it, you're
want
bob
locked in, or do
I
they
did
want to
that
be
in
an
college.
influence?
Never
Say that again.
Do guys want locked in, or do they want to be an influence? Like, there's a true thing where
Depends on the guy. You're a teacher. You like to teach.
that is true. That is true. Best coach ever. What's in this mug? I'll never tell.
He's not teaching how to point the mug towards the camera.
Damn
but
it.
He's like, these are my fingers.
No, but like I agree with
See,
this.
these are the kinds of things we need to be telling
I
guys.
agree with his opinion a lot. Is that when a guy takes a girl out, like for example, Anne and I were going to Australia at the end of the month, right? Taking her to Sydney. She's never been. First time in Australia. She's gonna see
a
kangaroo.
lot of guys like that in a girl though. They like what I feel that I know is that guys like younger women because they like girls that are inexperienced, so they can see the look on their face when they show.
I get to give her that
So
experience.
here we go. This is going to be awesome. Guys like a girl who's inexperienced because they don't know any better, so they can get away with a lot of stuff mostly.
No, okay. She doesn't know
Mostly.
any better about Sydney, so
Mostly.
I like the
You're
fact
taking
that she's
her
never
to
been there.
Australia. I'm
Yeah.
not saying you
Right.
or her. That's a bad example. You're like, yeah, I'm taking her to Australia. I'm just saying,
But if she's been there
Guys-
before, it loses the
guys
effect.
can get away with so much more with younger girls because they don't know better. They have not been
that-
fucked over. They have not been duped as much.
That's entirely different. That what we're talking about there is little
like
little
if you
women.
take a young girl to Cheesecake Factory, she's like, woohoo! And if you take a
Right.
27-year-old girl to Cheesecake Factory, she's like, I guess I'll have the egg rolls.
But that goes with it. Like the older women appreciate things less. They've gotten more attention in their
it's
day.
not appreciate less.
They've-
They understand what's better.
Sure, they understand what's better, but like now, if you do what's
but
better,
I have a
they've
question
still
for you
done it
actually.
before.
Wait, do you consider it? So say you're going to a new place before, like say you're going to Australia and you're going with the girl, right?
Yeah, so let's
And
like not
and she's
a
like,
far place at all.
okay, whatever, a
Anywhere.
different place, and she's like, oh, I know this club, I know this, I know this, I know that. Is it attractive
this
to you
restaurant.
that she
At
knows?
that point, I
everywhere
would
on
just
the
assume
street?
she's Australian.
But she's not. But she's not.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Doesn't it make you think like, where did you get the money to afford this? Wait, you don't have a job? Like, how do you know all these things?
You're
Like,
taking her to go to Oku for the first time, a sushi restaurant.
Right.
Do you want to be her first time, or do you want to be like, oh yeah, no, I know the owner too. Oh, I love it. Let's go to Oku together. We've been there. We know the sushi restaurant.
So
Like, do you not want to show them the experience?
here's the thing: is there's still opportunity for other firsts and showing them other things, but at that point, I'm like, wow, fucking huge commonality. Like this girl is well traveled, well fed, like she knows her shit. So like, sure, do I want
Educated.
like to be able to show somebody something new? Like, yeah, and will I? Absolutely. But is it awesome that she's got like a level of sophistication and like experience?
I
100%.
like the commonality. Okay, so I'm with you on the commonality aspect, but here's a kicker. I want a girl that likes sushi. So we have that commonality, but she hasn't been to the place that I can take her yet. I'm showing her that experience for the first time.
I mean, if you're dealing
I want a
with
girl
somebody
that's seen the Harry Potter movies,
Yeah.
but hasn't read the Harry Potter books, so I can give her that experience for the first time.
But now
You see,
you're like, I want to get them right when they get off the bus from Kansas, because it's like if you're dealing with a
Yeah.
high quality girl, she's gonna have been to some places and gone and done something.
Not if she's
and
young.
eaten at some places.
Not
Like,
if she's young.
If you live in Miami and she's even if she's young, even if it's a 23-year-old girl living in Miami, like odds are some dude or some friends or some birthday was at Poppy Steak and she's been there.
and that's why women in Miami are ruined the moment they move here in about 2 to 4 months.
I just think it's
There's a little effect.
but it's what we just talked about.
2 to 4 months. If you're a Tory, if you just moved to Miami and you've been more than 2 to 4 months, your market value is dropped drastic.
Or if it's what we just talked about, which is if you're on social media, like dudes are fucking sliding in your DMs. So like if you're a high value girl, like you've done high value things. The Australian example, I understand what you're trying to say.
How about a high value girl when she's still high value? But
he's like, I want a high value girl that's literally been kept in a cave, and I snatch her the moment that she sees the light of day.
No, she's building up to it.
But how
you see the potential? You see the trend. You see where it's going.
But you just said that you want her to have done nothing, basically.
Not nothing, just not
everything.
Not the shit that I can introduce her to. For example, there are some guys, their socioeconomic status, let's say.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Hold on. If this is you, then it sucks to be you, but whatever, like raise your stat. But if your idea of a good experience is taking her to go to a cheesecake factory because what she's used to is Taco Bell and McDonald's because she lives in the ghetto, whatever, then play your game. That's your shit. And that's awesome. For us, Cheesecake Factory is like, it's eye rolling. But for some people, that's an experience. I remember growing up, Outback Steakhouse was like, that's awesome.
100%.
Right? So like growing up, I'm like, I appreciated Outback Steakhouse.
But let me ask you this. So this is what I was going to get into. And this is where I think the commonality is more important than the showing them new things. And I do. I like to teach people.
It's both.
And I like to show them elevated stuff. But what if you took a girl to Oku, very nice sushi restaurant here in Fort Lauderdale, and she fucking hated it?
That's rough.
I mean, I'm not really a fan of omakase.
Right.
It's rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when I go, I'm like, I'll eat this. I'm not eating
So
that.
for me, if a girl has done cool shit that I also think is cool shit, that's an awesome prerequisite. And I know, and I'm confident in myself to continue showing her cool shit like that or better shit. But for me, it's like a prerequisite of like, oh, you've gone to this place and traveled and done these things, or you like those shoes or whatever. I'm like, that's a fucking cool ass prerequisite.
I think you're in the minority.
And that's, but really quick. And that's where I'm talking about the 25-year-old thing. And it might not be 25 if it's different for some people, but you figure out who you are. And that's like a prime situation of like, yeah, I'm 25. I tried all that shit. I didn't like that. I like Australia. I don't like fucking...
Yeah, I'm someone that refuses to ever eat raw quail eggs ever again, no matter what omakase place it is.
Fine.
It's so gross.
So good.
It's so good.
Raw quail egg?
It's all
Literally just had that the other
It's
day.
all
Oh
good.
my God.
But here's how I think you're broken, Brandon.
Oh, no. We could do a whole fucking mini series on how I'm broken.
You don't like new movies, new shows. You're the guy that
No,
I want to rewatch things from the 90s over and over again and just at repeat. And like most guys can't do that. They
I
want
quality. I don't care if it's older, younger, newer, whatever. I want quality. So fucking, they can't put out a show that's better. I'm going to watch the older show again. I want quality. I will not go, I'll go to a new restaurant, and if it sucks, I'm not going back.
But you're ready you're waiting for it to suck. You're like, you watch this movie, you're like,
but that-
I'm ready for this movie to suck.
But that
you
has
talk to a girl, I'm ready for this girl to
That
suck.
has nothing to do with me not wanting for it to succeed. This is my cousin Ross pointed this out to me. He's like, we were at a really, really expensive restaurant and like everything was amazing, but we were like shitting on any little detail.
Right.
And he literally turns to me and he goes, we're not here to enjoy the food. We're here to shit on this place. And I was like, okay, that's like the ultimate like luxury bougie experience of like, we're going to go to the really nice place. We're going to be like, these fucking napkins suck.
So how about that with dating? Do you like see these really high quality girls and go, how can I shit on the experience? Like, I'm not here to date that girls. I'm just here to find out what sucks about them. Like,
No, because it's a time suck of an investment. And that's why like you know my system, and shout out to my current girlfriend because she went through the system. That's why
to the system.
even when I did online dating, I FaceTime with these girls 2 to 3 times. And you know that I'm a huge proponent of that because I
I
value
teach you now in every class.
I think FaceTime's
You're welcome,
important for the
students.
first
I
date.
value the fuck out of my time. So if I'm going to watch a movie or I'm going to a restaurant or whatever, that's my time. I'm enjoying it. I'm doing my thing. Even if I hate it, that's my enjoyment to that's my enjoyment to shit on the place. But if I'm like having to go like entertain somebody and spend money and spend time and energy and it sucks, I'm not doing it again.
What do you think it means, Anna, when a girl doesn't want to FaceTime
Brent gets it.
from online dating?
Oh my God. So,
Bail.
Same.
Fucking bail.
red flag. Why don't you want to FaceTime now? Are you with a guy? Like, is it because your makeup's not done? I don't
It doesn't
know.
have to be right now, but like
Yeah.
I get girls who are just like, I don't FaceTime. I find it cringe to
It's a
FaceTime.
red flag.
That's a red flag,
Weird.
right?
Yeah, it's
Huge red
weird.
flag.
You should-
Even high quality women should be able to FaceTime.
I think like if you're going on a date with someone, you should definitely FaceTime first. Make sure it's not a catfish. Like it could be a guy. How do we know? Like you don't want to FaceTime? Are you a man?
I've had horror stories.
FaceTime. You got to FaceTime at 9 p.m. on a weekday, no makeup, getting ready for bed. Have a real combo.
But hold up,
All right,
we
I don't like to
FaceTime.
tell them, like,
Wait,
yo,
hold
wipe
up,
that
hold up.
makeup off your fucking face and
hold
just turn
up.
it right.
One time we did a FaceTime with a girl and she looked normal.
She's still.
Whoa.
Oh, the angle,
What a
bro.
catfish, man.
We
You
got
met her
catfish.
Then you tip your
person?
cap. Then you tip your cap.
Oh my
you go
god,
right
it's
Come on,
completely
yeah.
different.
We.
But how many fucking bad online dates did you go on
So
before
much.
you fucking listened to me?
It was a progression. It was
always the same result. He was like, he would get back fucking 40 minutes later. He would ditch the girl or say he's sick or whatever.
I'm ruthless.
And he'd come back and I'd be like, you didn't FaceTime, did you? He'd go,
no. It was a progression. I was like, I'll trust her to. I'm gonna check out her Instagram.
We
And then
didn't
I got-
FaceTime
5% success rate.
I wasn't there yet. I was in
FaceTime goes bad. They can't keep a conversation. FaceTime goes
This
bad.
girl beat the FaceTime test.
I didn't do the
But
FaceTime.
hats off to her. That's an outlier.
I thought that was for Instagram.
That's an outlier.
I saw. You remember the time I was supposed to be scarred for the girl?
Hold on. But I
Instagram
said, did
troll.
you listen to what I said? How many times did you FaceTime her?
Which one?
The fucking anomaly that you just said.
Oh, once.
Yeah, fucking fuck you. You gotta do
3 FaceTime before
minimum
first
2.
date.
No. Minimum 2.
This is just getting shenanigans out.
Minimum 2.
Check her Instagram. No, now you gotta FaceTime. Now you gotta do 2 FaceTimes.
I
mean,
value
if she's
my
really
time.
interested,
Minimum
she'll do it
2.
though.
Now you gotta hire a PI to
you
watch her.
present
Go
yourself
through the
the right
window.
way, she'll
Minimum
really
2.
want
The
to.
bathrobe.
Minimum 2. Minimum 2.
Minimum 2. I don't even
Anybody
have
can-
the time or the luxury for a minimum.
Oh,
2.
but you have time to take her on a 2-hour date and spend money.
If a FaceTime's like, I think the girl's gonna be
FaceTime
like,
could be like
what is
5 minutes.
You personally, you're a fucking high value, successful
Sure.
guy. You should be
Shucks.
willing to FaceTime a girl twice for 15 minutes before you commit to a 3-hour date.
I think me and Anna can get away with it. Maybe I do one FaceTime, you do a second FaceTime to compare notes and go, what do you think? What do you think? Like,
No, I'm not talking about fucking
One separate
celebrity situation.
together.
I'm talking about for
That could
your
work.
students.
that's how we should do it.
I'm talking about for your students how to not get
They
fucked.
should get a hot
Minimum-
girlfriend and FaceTime with their girlfriend.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
Minimum
teaching you the strategy. I don't know why this is so hard to figure out. This
Right. Yeah.
Give them gold.
Yeah, back to the anime conversation.
Speaking of anime,
Yeah.
by the
Can't
way,
believe more guys are becoming virgins.
I got
Unreal.
these shoes for free. This is
From
the first time.
it
a
mean?
lesbian that he converted.
Anna, tell how we got these shoes for
So,
free.
oh my gosh, wait, I don't know the place. I feel like we
They
should
were
shout
just
them out.
giving them
Check
away.
out my
Look at them.
Instagram.
There's anime
No,
figures
so
on
I
it.
There's like
went
$60-something
there.
shoes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
$60 shoes for
How much are
free?
these? Babe, how much are
They
they?
were $70.
70.
70.
No, 125 because it was 250 for both.
125. They're growing in
Yeah.
value. They're like
100.
Bitcoin.
Buy it now.
They were $125 each, and they gave it to us for free for doing a shout out. Very nice of them.
My first time I ever used my influencer status. This was awesome.
I did it, not you.
Sorry.
Now when I buy stuff and I tell them I'm going to do a shout out, they have no idea I don't have Instagram. I just get out there and I just yell.
No, you have
just-
to post it and show it to them.
I got to start doing this with restaurants. Just imagine we go to Oku and they give us a free meal.
You and
to give
Anna
a
can
shout
go
out.
to Cheesecake Factory.
Just saying. Get on that influencer life.
I haven't been there.
Did you just refer to yourself as an influencer?
They literally gave me the shoes for being an influencer.
Well, there goes 10 years of friendship. I'm done.
I'm just saying.
Nope. My friend referred to himself as an influencer.
You're friends with an
The only
influencer.
thing you influence is a bunch of fucking lesbians. I just spit. I don't care. Don't edit that out. I want the fucking rage to be on camera.
No, this
Guy's converting at a 20% lesbian success rate and says he's an influencer with anime
if
shoes.
I
I'm
can,
done with this podcast.
if I can get
Cancel the show.
if I can get free nerdy shit with people think I'm an influencer and my shout out is gonna
Giving the
grow the
nerdy
business.
shit away. Nobody wants it. You're not an influencer.
That's the whole.
No, it was like the second to last pairs. They were almost sold out.
Yeah, Brandon, eat it, suck it.
I couldn't
Anna
get,
hates omakase.
I couldn't
Anna
get
hates
Naruto ones
omakase.
because they were
And
out.
You have to live with that.
I do.
I'm gonna show up with a bunch of rock.
No, I'm happy. It says, you know how much money I'm saving?
Yeah.
She goes, yeah. She goes, I have terrible taste in food. Big savings.
Do you know how big saving?
I like good food.
Does,
What's your
also-
favorite thing?
hold on. Don't look. Don't look at Jarrett. Does Anna like good food? Nope. Look at me. Anna, look at me. Don't look at him.
I mean, yeah, it depends. It's just, you got to go buy the right.
What's your favorite steak?
My favorite steak, like locally,
Just like of all the steaks.
You used to be New York Strip.
No,
I was like,
A5 Wagyu or dry aged ribeye.
hey,
Those
fine,
are my
right.
favorite.
Yeah, see, that's high.
Yeah.
She likes the steak high end. She gets it there.
I like seafood. I'm just not a fan of the raw stuff
You like
too
the
much.
Cajun in a bag. It's boiled in a bag. And you sniff it. Here you go. You new.
I only like the king crab though,
That's
and mussels.
like king crab.
Yeah, I only like king crab.
if you like mussels, why you with Jarrett?
Hey.
He's a good influencer.
My influencing was not that good. When we come out of the gym, everybody's like, holy shit,
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
There was a meme of how only dudes care.
Literally a meme. We come out of the gym, we're getting jacked, mainly Brandon, and we walk out, and these like frat boys are just like,
Good that they were hammered.
huge. Yeah, they're hammered. They're like, yo, you're so big. Oh my God. I'm like, yeah, this is why we go to the gym and bust our ass is to get
One of those guys would have flown me to Australia.
Now, what? How often does a girl just do that? Like, what? Like, all right, you've got the muscles. How often do women just be like, "You're big. I love your muscles." Like, when is this?
I'm in a relationship, so never.
Before that.
Hey, look
Before,
at Johnny
back in the
Bravo.
steroids.
He gets complimented.
Girls don't
for his
care.
muscles.
Sober girls don't care. Sober girls don't care. Sometimes drunk girls be like, "Squeeze your arm," or might.
We like muscles, but it doesn't matter
I have a nice,
too much.
I have a nice rear
If you
situation.
can pick us up, you're muscular enough. If you can pick us up without dying, you're good.
Jared's seen me get my butt complimented more than anything.
The butt thing, yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen that.
They like the tush. They like the tush.
I remember one time I couldn't believe it. I was probably in the best shape of my life. I was in college. I lost it. You know what? It was around the time we were doing the towel pull-ups. Right? I was really good shape. I was lean, like around the 180. And I'm walking out of the bathroom, and some girl's on a chair. She sees me, and she like looks back. She wraps her legs around me and pulls me in. I'm like, this did not happen when I was fat. Like, this is like, without saying a word, like, come here. Like, I'm like, okay, this has got to be. But like,
You got to do a challenge for your students. You got to give something free to the students if they can take a video of themselves doing 10 towel pull-ups.
ooh,
What's
I
a
like
towel
that.
pull-up?
So you literally, instead of like grabbing onto the handles, you put a towel. So it's like you're slipping down. So it's really hard.
That's hard.
And you do pull-ups with it. And Jarrett used to be
did
able to
10.
do 10. I don't know if he still can, but he used to be able to do 10.
You could like a normal pull-ups. You can maybe
Challenge
5.
yourself and challenge the students. You got to do 10. But if they get 10, they get, I don't know, $100 or $200 off a boot camp or something.
Hear that guy?
Can't even do one.
I'm trying to save you money,
You
modern
do 10,
flirters.
show us a video of you doing 10 towel pull-ups, and Brandon will personally mail you a check for $200. So, we got you.
No.
That is a solid endorsement.
We're going to do it. I'm going to make you offer your students something.
All right, well, I'm not a. I'm seeing a lot of guys. That's what I love about Modern Success program. Not to sell plug here, but like
Plug
we are
influencer. Plug.
we are making a bigger steps. So like I see all these other dating
It's just
coaches.
water.
It's just like sound bites and lines and routines and blah blah blah. And like I love the fact that our guys are growing in a sense. They're building businesses. They're getting in better shape. They're managing their time better. Like when people talk about like working on themselves, like we're actually working on ourselves here. And the fashion, as well. But like it's cool to see the overall transformation, not just like, oh, I got a date, but like we had one guy get an award with his business. He was doing something with Professor X guy. The Star Trek guy, Professor X guy.
Oh, Ian Stewart.
No,
not Ian Stewart.
Not Ian Stewart. That's the Magneto guy.
It's something Stewart.
Charles Xavier from X-Men. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Patrick Stewart.
It's Patrick Stewart, yeah.
Patrick Stewart. And he's like getting an award on stage with Patrick Stewart and like leveling up. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like this is the kind of like community. And
Well, you guys are always
Toronto have.
like firing each other up, right? Like if a guy's at the gym, everybody's like, fuck yeah. Or if a guy's like doing well with his business, fuck
every
yeah.
day we have guys going to the wins channel. Like I literally urge everyone to follow me on social media. Like every day I'm able to post a win. And it's so rare. And I don't see any other coaches doing it. They're pulling up testimonies from like 2 years ago or some shit. So I love the camaraderie, the fraternity feel that I think a lot of guys don't have anymore because we're so digital age. Guys don't have, like we were in college, we had that. You had teams, growing up. I didn't shit. But when I got into the community, at least we had like the lair, we had like pickup guys. And it made a difference. And I think that's really lost now. People are like, oh my God, this is what it's like to have a brotherhood and a community and a tribe. And like, it's so important.
I think if you don't like hang with other dudes, like even if there's like people doing bad shit around you, like I had friends who like got into trouble and did drugs and whatever. And even if it's like not the best influence, then you can like be like, oh, I don't want to like do that. I don't want to do this. Or I want to be like that guy. And it's like having the like people around you to like help point you in the right direction is important.
Absolutely. All right. Well, it's getting around to that time.
Flames burning real low.
Yeah, fire's burning low, big guy. Final thoughts, Anna, on what guys should be doing better, sliding the DMs or overall here?
Just level up your Instagram. Have a better bio. Don't follow more people than the amount of people that follow you. And actually have pictures that can give someone a different emotion. Like one picture that make it be like, oh, aw, or oh, he's hot. Just have like different pictures that strike up different emotions. Some entrepreneurial, some about like hobbies, maybe even some at friends or family, social proof.
Pictures of anime shoes.
Yeah, whatever. And Brandon, any final tips for guys who want to pick up old used women who've done everything before and they got all their stuff figured out and they've been through a million guys. What is your advice for those women, for those men out there?
Just rest easy.
Just chill. The real high quality ones, the ones who've done everything already with every guy out there except for you.
That's exactly what I said. You're not putting words in my mouth at all. That's what I love about this podcast.
Let's go.
I've never outnumbered. Words are never put in my mouth.
Never. Put other things in your mouth. All right.
Jesus.
That's going to be it for us, guys. Take care until next time.